Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of the NHL prequalification exhibition games. On the docket today, we have Dallas versus Nashville, Boston and Columbus, Vegas versus Arizona. You'll get an in-depth review of the Vegas-Arizona game, and then just small little recaps of both Boston, Columbus, and Dallas, Nashville. Not too much longer now until qualification playoff round begins. Exciting times. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Let's start with the Stars versus the Preds. Bishop starting for the Stars, Saros and net for the Preds to begin this game. Note, Seguin is deemed not fit to play, so he's not in this game. Nashville gets good zone play early on and ends up on the power play. On this power play, Arvidsson scores as Bishop he gets out of the net. He can't find his net. There might have been a little bump there. He can't get back in the net. He can't recover. Nashville scores. Arvidsson scores from the sideboards. It's 1-0 Nashville. In this first period, Nashville, they have all the pressure and the chances for at least the first 3 quarters of the first before Dallas gets anything going. In the end, they end the first period with some good chances. The Stars do start to come alive, but they can't beat Bishop. 1-0 Preds going into the second. Into the second period, there's some good play by both teams as the second starts. Nashville showing some great passing and a nice little setup to generate a very good chance on the power play. But as you know, Ben Bishop, he's phenomenal. He stands tall. Roman Josi then sends Forsberg in. Forsberg and Arvidsson in on like a 2-on-1 midway through the second. It's a beautiful pass. Forsberg tries to corral the puck. It's hopping a little bit, bouncing a little bit. He's able to protect the puck with his body, turn, nice behind the back, feed to Arvidsson. Arvidsson gets the lucky bounce off the defender's skate, goes through Bishop's legs, and it's 2-0 Preds. In this second period, Rinne gets in for Nashville, and Goodobin makes his way in for Dallas. Third period, not much going on here really. Best chances probably, or let's say the most fun chance is Grimaldi gets a nice spinorama style shot off, but he's stopped. That would have been a beautiful goal, but he can't beat Goodobin. The teams then basically just trade chances the rest of the way, back and forth. Game ends 2-0. Both teams look good. Both teams look ready for the round robin and the qualification round. Well done to both teams. Game 2, we have the Boston Bruins versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Tuukka Rask starting for Boston. Jonas Korpisalo, he's in for the Blue Jackets. I think the best part of this whole game was the national anthem, as the players, both teams were like interlocked anyway, and seeing Chara in between Nathan Gervey and Cam Atkinson. That was just a great sight. It looked like fathers standing for the national anthem with his 2 young boys. Hilarious. About 5 minutes into the game, Boone Jenner gets a nice goal off a lovely backhand saucer pass from the sideboards as he drives the net. 1-0 Jackets. Korpisalo then makes a couple nice saves off some Bruins chances. In this game, in this period anyway, the Bruins were able to get behind the Blue Jackets D a few times. Columbus really needs to shore up that and make sure teams can't get behind them because they're playing the Leafs first, and then with the Leafs speed, if that happens, the Leafs are going to be able to generate tons and tons of chances off it. So that's a key note to look at. But Korpisalo is able to make the saves. Boston can't score. End of the first, Columbus ends up scoring 2 quick goals. The first one's on a power play. There's some nice passing, nice movement on the power play, and a beautiful snipe from the point by Werenski. The flex on his stick when he released the puck was absolutely insane. Nice top corner goal. Brilliant. 2-0. And then, not too long after that, the second goal comes off an odd man rush. It was a beautiful passing play. Dubois ends up feeding it over to Nyquist to finish it. 3-0 Jackets at the end of the first. In the second period, Korpisalo keeps his solid play, and then Alvis comes into the game. And who is he met with? David Pastrnak, who Chara basically bulldozes a player out of the way. Pastrnak picks up the puck, fake little slap shot before even touching the puck, fake slap shot, grabs the puck, slides it in between Elvis's legs. Just a silky, smooth move. Elvis didn't have a chance, especially with Pasternak there. And it is 3-1 Columbus. Teams trade chances, with Columbus getting the better of the Bruins the remainder of the second. Best chance, though, comes with about 10 seconds left, and it is DeBrusk for Boston. He gets in behind the Jackets' D again, but he's stopped by Elvis. Great reaction save, nice save by the Columbus goaltender. In the third period, again, teams just continue to trade decent chances, but to no avail. No one scores until the very last couple seconds of the game, where Columbus gets an empty net goal. They make it 4-1, and that's how the game ends. It looked like Boston was trying to find their footing there. They got the exhibition games or the round-robin games, so they get 3 games to kind of sort themselves out. They've already qualified. Columbus looked really good, and I can't wait to see that Columbus-Toronto series. It is going to be phenomenal.
And we've made it. We've made it to the last game of the day and the last game of the pre-qualification round. Here we have it, the Arizona Coyotes versus the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm loving this Vegas team. They are actually my go-to team right now in NHL 20. They're an all-around brilliant team. It doesn't hurt as well. You got Flower and Lanner, so you can just switch back and forth. The Yotes are wearing the Kachina jerseys. Again, those are just beautiful. They're nice to see. Kemper is starting and Fleury is starting for the respective teams. And here we go. In this first period, too many odd man rush opportunities for Vegas throughout the entire period. Lots of 2-on-1s. Coyotes don't look good. And throughout, Vegas just takes it to them. Coyotes can't get anything going. Riley Smith, he gets a nice shorthanded goal from Carlson. When Carlson battles Keller at the blue line, wins the battle, which leads to a nice 2-on-1. Lovely little pass over from Carlson to Smith, one-timer goal, makes it 1-0. I still can't believe the Panthers gave up both Smith and Marchessault up in that expansion draft. It blows my mind. The Knights then get a power play, and Smith tallies another one. This time, it's just a zone entry. They get the puck over to Smith. He's down the left side. A nice little curl and drag. Shoot, top corner goal. Beautiful shot. Vegas up 2-0. They are all over the Coyotes. Coyotes took 2 penalties in the first period. Vegas got 6 shots. They were bound to score eventually. Overall, good period from the Knights. Mediocre at best for the Coyotes. Start of the second period, Knights are up 2-0. Reeves gets the body going throughout this entire period. One play at the beginning of the second, he's about to get hit, but it's no problem for him, and he bulldozes Goligoski, just absolutely destroys him. He does end up getting a high hit on Schmaltz, though, later on in the second period, and it is right to the head. He should have been called there. It was a bad hit. There was a penalty on the play, but it was for like holding or something like that. But Reeves should have been in the box as well with that high hit. Schmaltz does end up going to the room, and he doesn't return to the game after that hit. Not good from Reeves. Vegas shows good zone play again and puck protection throughout this entire period. And early on in the second, Marchessault gets the puck off another great cycle, makes a beautiful pass across net, but the Knights hit the post. Throughout this period, the Yotes continue to struggle to keep the puck, and even when dumping it in, they can't retrieve it. They're struggling to even retrieve the puck. They can't get anything going. In the second period, Yotes to the PK early. I think this was around their third in the game. I think they were up to 5 before the end of the second. Throughout the PK, they looked complacent. They weren't really moving too much, just letting the Knights easily set up. But somehow the Yotes are able to hold on and are able to clear the puck multiple times. Overall, a surprisingly good penalty kill. Again, there's a penalty right after that, and the Yotes are able to kill it again. This time it was a double minor after a nice Kemper save.
Jarmelson ended up getting a slash and then teed up for unsportsmanlike. But the Yotes are able to stop the Golden Knights from scoring. Stone does get a few nice chances on the power play, but he can't beat the goaltender. Just a fun note, I love Mark Stone, and I think that trade Vegas made, the trade and signing to get Stone last year, was brilliant. What a pickup. He's perfect for this team. Kemper looks good throughout this second period. He made some big saves. Lawson Crouse actually also was solid in the second period. He's actually really come into his own this year after being drafted so high by the Panthers, and it's nice to see him getting into the lineup and making a difference. With about 6 minutes left in the second period, the Coyotes do get a power play and were able to finally show some offense, but they couldn't get the puck past Fleury. Later on in the second period, near the end, Riley does get a chance for his hat trick before the third period even starts from an end-to-end breakaway pass from Shea Theodore, but he shoots it wide. It wouldn't surprise me when watching this, it wouldn't have surprised me if he got 3 in that game. He had some chances. He was buzzing around the net. Another note, Theodore is just another Vegas pickup that is just spectacular. He's really come into his own with Vegas, and he's one of the premier defensemen in the league. Just a great player. In the third period, Barrett Hayton enters the game as Schmaltz is out. There's that new rule where they get the extra players during this session. So Hayton gets some ice time, which is nice to see. Ranta comes in for the Yotes, Kemper out, but I'm surprised that Flower stayed in for the entire game. Leonard didn't make it into the game. Yes, Rob Leonard, the one-time Toronto Maple Leaf for a few minutes this year. He doesn't see any time, but maybe he will during the round robin for the Knights, as they do have the 3 games. And I think he was like 3-0 for the Golden Knights when he got moved over. He had like a .960 save percentage, which is crazy. Some teams are just going to throw money at him next year. He's been brilliant for the last few years. Overall in this third period, though, there's no real chances for the first 8 minutes. Nothing really happens until the Coyotes get a power play with 11:50 left in the third. Some absolutely brilliant puck movement by the Coyotes. And what happens is Fleury ends up like a fish out of water because of the movement, a couple rebounds, and Hall is able to finish it off with just like a slap backhand when chaos is erupting in front of the net. Overall, great power play by the Coyotes. You could see the momentum start to shift. They were brilliant, well-deserved goal. Following that, Coyotes keep up the pressure. Keller had some nice movement coming into the zone, draws another penalty, and the Coyotes get back on the power play. Another chance to tie it up with around 10 minutes left in the third. On this power play, not much happened, but it was nice to see that Kessel took a shot on net. Kessel needs to be shooting when given the opportunity, but Fleury made the nice save. On the same power play, Hayton and Soderberg both get chances at the right side of the net. Chance to bang the puck home. Hayton back to back, and then followed by Soderberg not 5 seconds later, but they aren't able to bang it home and get it past Fleury. Then it kind of goes downhill. I don't know what happened. Lost defensive coverage maybe going into as the Knights are coming into the Coyote zone, and somehow Tuck gets behind the D, and he dekes out Ranta, and he kind of gets out of play. He outweights Ranta. He's at an awful, terrible angle, but then he just snipes it top corner over Ranta's shoulder. I don't think Ranta expected the shot. I think he expected the pass. That's how bad of an angle it was. I think it might have even caught Tuck by surprise. But there it is. Tuck makes it 3-1. And the Tuck goal really stops the Coyotes' momentum, and they just can't recover. In the end, Vegas scores an empty net goal, and that's game. So that Tuck goal really slowed the game down after that, and the Coyotes just couldn't keep it going. So in the end, Vegas 4, Coyotes 1. Fun notes from this game.
Vegas showed good puck protection in the Yotes zone throughout the first two periods. If they play like that, it wouldn't surprise me if Vegas ends up being the top seed coming out of the round robin, especially with having two studs in net that can go either to Leonard or Fleury. In terms of the Coyotes, they couldn't find much space in this game, but they did come alive after scoring in the third period and really took it to the Golden Knights for the majority of that third period until the Tuck goal. But they really need to generate more chances and find more chances if they expect to be able to get past Nashville. They're in for some trouble if they can't generate much, because Nashville is good defensively. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the pre-qualification round. We get 1 day off, and then we're back for the first day of the qualification, Stanley Cup qualification, best 3 of 5 series plus the round robin. I can't wait. I will see everyone in 2 days. Cheers. Stop.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.